I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-magab, it's time for the only news that matters. And Ace Frehley has once again slammed Paul Stanley for the comment the KISS frontman made on the original guitarist on the Howard Stern show. Back in March of 2023, radio host Howard Stern asked Stanley why he and fellow original KISS member Gene Simmons didn't perform with Frehley and drummer Peter Criss at the Rock induction in 2014, where Stanley said, "The rock and roll organizer were demanding, quite honestly, that we play with the two original guys, Peter and Ace. And at that point, that would have been demeaning to the current KISS lineup. You know, those scabs, those imposters that we have under our thumb. Yeah, that's who we want in the band. And also would give some people confusion. You know, it's like they're not confused enough that you got two guys in Ace Frehley and Peter Criss makeup. No, that doesn't confuse anybody, does it?" The hypocrisy of this asshole. Paul Stanley of KISS. And yeah, because if you saw people on stage who looked like KISS but sounded like that, maybe we should call the band Piss. And Ace is still fuming over that comment. When he was talking to Rock the Nations, he said, "I don't know what caused or went through Paul's head when he made that statement. If me and Peter perform with them on stage, we sound like Piss. But it really aggravated me, and I got really mad, and I went on Eddie Trunk's show and promised to come back in a month or 2 weeks and spill some dirt. And after speaking to my attorney," remember this bullshit? "After speaking to my attorney and my managers and my agents and my close confidants, they all said, 'Why don't you take the high road?' And I did. And I really didn't spill anything that most people didn't know already." Yeah, he chickened out. Anyway, so, circling back to whether he and Criss could have performed with KISS at the Rock Hall, Frehley said, "Peter isn't the drummer that he used to be. I love the guy to death. We were always the closest friends and partied together. But he's had several injuries, and he's just not the drummer he was back when. I mean, he can still get up there and play 3, 4, 5 songs, but there's no reason why when we got inducted to the Rock Hall of Fame that Peter couldn't have performed 3 songs flawlessly, because he's still got the chops. He just can't play for 2 hours. And as for whether he thinks he will ever get a chance to play with Gene and Paul again, Ace said, "I really don't think it's ever going to happen again. I think too much water has gone under the bridge, and I'm super busy with my new career, just as KISS ends up winding down to their career, which makes no sense whatsoever. There was no master plan. It's just that I was rushing to finish my new record because it was 6 months behind, and finally, we just cut some corners. The album have been a lot better if I had another month to do, but I'm still very happy with the record. And I don't think there's any filler. And there's a large variety of songs on the record. There's a ballad, there's an instrumental, there's a cover. The 11-track 10,000 Volts LP was produced by Ace and Steve Brown from Trickster and will be released on February 23rd, 2024 via Monarch Music Group, formerly E1 Music. Ace released the single 10,000 Volts on November 3rd and the music video. And I liked it. I actually liked it a lot. I was like, all right, okay. It looks like the guy from Trickster, saved the good stuff for Ace, obviously. So, I was very happy with that. And then he released the second single. Oh my God. But what was it again? Walking on the Moon. Damn, that sucked. And then the video was just as bad. Horrible, horrible song. And then I heard the latest one, which is even worse than that one. It's called Cherry Medicine. Oh my God, it sounds like some pop dribble that Miley Cyrus could have done. Seriously, it sounds outrageously bad. And this is the single you're going to release before the album comes out, because this album comes out on Friday. Now, there's 2 other songs I heard that months ago, actually. I can't tell you how I heard it. I don't want to give the guy up. But those 2 songs are terrible. So far, there's 4 songs on this album I don't like at all. You know? There's 11 tracks, so hopefully, and I'm being hopeful, man. You know, I don't want Ace's album to suck. He's my favorite member of KISS, but he's, you know, even though he's a complete, you know, imbecile now in interviews talking about, oh, I'm going to spill dirt on Paul and then chicken out on it. And then, you know, I don't know. He turned into Paul Stanley. You know, Paul Stanley always does interviews like, man, even through the 80s, talking about how great he is and how much Peter and Ace suck. Oh, they never grew as musicians. He's been doing that for decades. Well, now Ace is doing the same thing. Oh, Paul sucks. I sing better than him. You know, and you know, he turned into Paul Stanley. You know, and that's my favorite member of KISS. Paul Stanley always bothered the hell out of me with interviews like that. And here we have Ace Frehley, my favorite member, doing the same damn thing. You know? And I know there's some Ace fans out there that can't admit it. You know, they're Ace twats. But you know, one of them's really cool, so. But come on, I mean, Cherry Medicine, you're gonna like that. You're a sheep. I'm sorry, you're a sheep if you think that song is good. That song, I want some hard rockin' Ace Frehley, man. You know, 10,000 Volts, even though it wasn't mind-blowing good, it was a step in the right direction. I was like, all right. But no, man. I mean, so far, 4 songs. And people are saying that this is the best album since Frehley's Comet and the 78 solo album. I don't know. We'll find out, because if the rest of the songs are better, number one, they have to be better than 10,000 Volt, and they have to completely blow my mind. If the rest of the songs of this album does that, then I will put it above. Well, I don't know. Because songs may be good. I don't know. All I know is that, judging by the 4 songs I don't like off this album, it's gonna be pretty hard to beat for me. Not only the Frehley's Comet album and Trouble Walking, I also love a lot Space Invader, and I love Spaceman. I am a blue Kool-Aid drinking Ace Frehley fan. You can even say I'm an Ace Frehley nerd, but I am not an Ace Frehley twat that just will like anything this guy releases. I would love to love everything I've heard, you know, but these 4 songs on this album are crap. And the footage I've been seeing of Ace Live is crap. So when Paul Stanley says, if we get Ace on the stage, it'll be piss, actually, Paul's not wrong. I mean, the part that Paul does get wrong is that, well, you know, if we get him on the stage, we'll still be pissed. But don't get me wrong. I'm Paul Stanley of KISS, and I think that we sound like piss right now. I mean, I use tape, for God's sakes. Wouldn't that be great if we ever heard him say that? You know? So, yeah, Paul Stanley, you make KISS sound like piss. And bringing Ace into the band, it'll be double piss. Come on. That real. What do you all think of this whole shit? Have you heard this last Ace song? Oh my God. That's that Cherry. Oh my God, that shit sucked. I'm sorry, man, but man, I'm an Ace fan, but this ain't no Bronx Boy, man. You know, those albums kick ass, so we'll see. Come Friday, the rest of the album, and I'm sure to make a review of it once I get it. So everybody, thank you so much for watching The Only News That Matters. And leave your comments below about this whole thing. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would really appreciate that. Ring that little notification bell. and like the video for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.